I just watched Tigran's video talking about how you can't make any money mowing. I see people talking about Mike Andes. I think they're both wrong. Woo! Let's do this. I'm Jacob Godar. I started my business in 2014 part-time. That year we did $16,000 in sales. By 2019, we were a 7-figure award-winning company, and now in 2021, we've opened a second location in Southwest Florida. I share all this content, I make all this content just to show our things we do that help us be successful, the challenges, the ups and the downs, so you can scale to $1 million and beyond faster. Let's get right into this by saying I know Tigran. He's a great guy, he's super smart, and he's willing to take risks. I don't know Mike Andes other than a few years ago, he sent me a book randomly. Tigran, you can make money mowing lawns. Mike, yeah, I went down the rabbit hole of watching some videos and one where, you know, making money mowing. Yes, you can make money mowing. The truth of the matter is you can fucking make money doing anything. It doesn't matter what it is. And why I think both aspects are wrong is I think you should be doing both. Maybe you don't have to do it as big as Tigran does it with massive construction jobs and pavers, but mowing is so hard to gain revenue in fast. And you may argue, but it depends on how profitable you want to be. I don't want to be the lowest mowing guy. Exactly what he said, $20 an hour, $20 lawns. Same as here in Florida, $20 lawns everywhere. People mowing for next to fucking nothing. And that is super hard to compete with, and that is super hard to come from nowhere and get a business rolling. Tigran's thing, what he said, his channel does not cater to the lawn care guys. And that frustrates lawn care guys, but he's right. He's right that a lot of lawn care people are just flat ass, like they can't open their mind enough to think about anything other than I'm good at doing this and so I'm gonna do it. And that's what Mike Andes caters to. Mike Andes caters to the guys who just want to cut grass, and that's why he's had to make content of videos where he's just cutting grass to get people to watch stuff, because that's what they want to see. I think you need to do both. I think you need to push out. I think you need to figure out high profit margin jobs. For example, here in Florida, we started a business. We're gonna cut lawns, but we're also gonna landscape. And now all of our revenue, month 2, is $2,000 from lawns and 25 or 26 or 24 something thousand from landscaping. It's the same way back in Illinois. We had to buy a maintenance business just to continue getting that revenue quick from the maintenance because our landscaping grows so fast. In one of Mike Andes' videos, I noticed he made the correlation that a lot of the top 100 are all maintenance. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of maintenance. There's a lot of different things. That's why there's a lot of stuff that's like franchise, like Brightview, that's went huge. But on that list, as he was scaling down, there was Juniper very close up in the top, right across from me. And they started out having a ton of landscaping, and they just scaled that exponentially. And then they went over and started buying lawn care accounts to try to even things out. So I think it's wrong to not have both. I think you need multiple revenue streams that are very similar. That doesn't mean you have to do the highest tier construction in the world, because Mike Andes said a really good point in one video where he mentioned that a lot of this custom construction's a pain. You got to have super skilled people, and that's true. But you also have to be smart about this shit. You don't offer everything to everybody. You offer the things that you are good at, that you can build and you can package out on the construction side of things. You might not be able to do pavers and retaining walls, but you may be able to do every aspect on a big job besides that. Big planter beds, big edging jobs, big landscaping design and install and foundation plans. That's still 100 times bigger than mowing lawns, 100 times more not 100, I'm just saying 100 because I'm excited, but a lot more profitable and a lot easier to secure more work. Here in Florida, we're getting rolling, and this idea, the lawn care industry is stuck in a fucking broke mentality where they watch YouTube video people who talk about stuff and they haven't even really grown a company, and that's great. But when your company's revenue is less than a lot of our income when we've got big companies, like our personal income when you've got a big company, like that doesn't say much, and that's what caters to the lawn care industry. So Tigran's right about the stupid thing. A lot of the lawn care guys, dude, they can't fucking get over the broke mentality, which keeps them from scaling a company. They're always looking for the cheapest, the easiest, the save money on the marketing, save money on this. What's the silver bullet so I can grow my company? The silver bullet is to take some fucking balls and go out there and grow your company. Well, I think that's my biggest thing where I think they're both wrong. I think Mike Andes' channel caters to the people that are that guy, that are growing the little lawn lawn care company that are satisfied with that, and that frustrates me, because I think you need to push to do both. Tigran is definitely someone that pushes to do a ton of landscaping. He's freaking good at it, and he's proof that you don't need to know what you're doing, because he didn't know. He hired smart people. One of the things that like nobody talks about, because they're too caught up on what do I charge for a lawn, or what do I charge for this, or what do I charge for that, is hire fucking smart people that can do shit around you. If you don't know how to do something, don't let that keep you in. I think somebody left a comment on Tigran's video, or some video, that I'm just gonna stick at what I'm good at. And it's like, dude, that's great, but why wouldn't you try being good at bigger things and continue to grow? Yeah, you can provide a life for anybody with anything. You can mow lawns only, and you can provide a perfect life. And Mike Andes is right. You can build a huge company. But why, if you were starting out and you needed revenue to get going, to fill your pockets because you had to get rocking, why would you not try to figure out some sort of landscaping, some sort of landscaping install, some sort of higher ticket project where you could sell one and it would fill a week? People on Comm, on my group, someone mentioned that they don't scale as fast as me. Well, he does all maintenance. Of course you're not going to scale as fast as me. I started a business. I've only sold like 22 lawns, but I've sold a shit ton of landscaping. This is the third month. We're going to be on track for 50 grand in the third month. We're going to hit 100K before the end of the first 5 months. In the climate I'm in right now, that means it's $1 million business, because we could do that month on month on month on month. I think they're both wrong. I think you should incorporate a lot. I think you should kick ass on a lot of things. And I think that the lawn care industry needs to grow some balls and start looking at other business owners out there that are doing huge things and are taking risks and are growing. You don't want to be stuck in something small forever. Now, if you want to be in something small forever, that's fine. But what I see a lot of times is people doing the solo thing or staying small forever, and what it ends up leading to is just frustration, because in a way it's just a high-paying job and nothing ever changes. When you're growing a company, it constantly changes, and there's constantly new excitement in it, and it is so much fucking easier to do that when you do the mowing and you do landscaping. And before you even get into telling me that you need a ton of money and a ton of equipment to do landscaping stuff, you do not. You can get into it and you can bust your ass. You might have to break your back, but that's like what it takes. It's what I did. Go out with wheelbarrows and shovels, and you have to use your brain. You have to read. You were gonna go out and do a paver patio. You need to know how to do it without having tons of equipment. You don't have to have that starting off. You have to know how to use string lines so you don't have to use a laser level starting off. You just have to try to learn. And overall, being a business owner is about learning. And for me, the video that I compared to is Mike talking about making money mowing or something like that, and he talked about not being able to step away from a landscaping business. I've got a big landscaping business. I've stepped away from it. It makes money. It continues to grow. The salesperson that outsold what I sold in like the first half of the year and like the first 3 months of the year. They kick ass. Yeah, I'm still involved, and I'm sure almost everyone that has a business to some extent is involved in the businesses that they are not as involved in anymore. You're gonna look at the P&L, the reports, you're gonna look at the numbers, you're gonna look at the production, you're gonna look at the backlog. Everyone has some involvement in a business, and if you build it right and you do things correctly, you can grow a business, and it doesn't fucking matter what it is. It doesn't matter if we're making lollipops, building fucking spaceships, mowing grass, or doing construction. It is all very doable. It is all very profitable. It is all in how you do it. And you need to be thinking about how to get as much work as possible when you're starting a business, so you don't have to be the person that can never fill up your book of work. You need to get good at several things, several streams of revenue, get your business cranking, make some money, and don't stay in this rat race of being the best at one tiny little thing. Try to fucking expand yourself. Wouldn't you like to make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 to yourself someday? $400,000, $500,000, $1 million to yourself someday? You can't do that keeping small. You may be able to do that in a massive lawn care company, and hopefully you can scale that company as fast, and hopefully that works well for you. But if you're doing both, there's a lot of ups, there's a lot of downs, there's a lot of challenges, but I think it's the fucking right way to go. So grow your business, do both, expand your horizons, and build a big company. See you soon.